Hello, I want to share with you great news. Some of our female physicians were actually acknowledged for their amazing work by SJ Magazine. Their names are listed above on the screen, but we're so pleased that their great work was recognized through a combination of both being nominated by their peers as well as by their patients. So congratulations to all. We're so very proud for this recognition, and we're so grateful for the work that you do for our community. Speaking of our community, I want to share the tremendous work that was done by the Cumberland County commissioners who worked with Inspira to identify additional federal dollars that the county is entitled to receive based upon the individuals that are on Medicaid. One of the examples of the programs that we're able to fund with these additional dollars is a community healthcare worker program. We piloted this year in Millville through funding from the Horizon Health Foundation as well as a private donor. And this has really shown us that if we can partner with our patients, we can get them access to not only healthcare services, but really look at the complement of things they need. We're so grateful to the county for working with us, and so thankful to our legislative leadership for the work that they have done to help us be able to secure these funding. I'm so grateful that so many of you turned out for Harrison Day on June 3rd. Saturday was a very busy day for us, and it was wonderful to see so many people. I want to say a huge shout out to all the Inspira folks that are there. Not only did we have a table set up to make sure you had access to information, but we actually had our mobile van there. So thank you very much. We're glad to, so excited to partner with Harrison. They've been so important to us, especially as we've come into Mullica Hill and established our Mullica Hill Hospital. The partnership with the mayor and the community has just been huge. So thank you so much, and we look forward to continuing to sponsor great events with you. So I had the privilege to be with Bill Patino, again from the Patino Foundation. This foundation funds specific needs of the cancer patients as they're going through care. The Patino Foundation has been doing this for multiple years in our organization, and we're so very grateful for the over $600,000 that has been given to the Vineland campus to be able to support our patients as they go through treatment. So in addition to Harrison Day this weekend, we also had a wonderful tribute to our cancer survivors. It's a wonderful celebration that we had to be able to bring everybody together and make sure everybody had access to information and celebration, but really just to be able to also say thank you. Thank you to the teams of clinicians that continue to do this work each and every day. And most importantly, we had the opportunity to hear from a cancer survivor, Tracy. Tracy's story is just one of both tremendous courage, but also just gratitude. And that really is why we tell our patients stories, because it gives the examples of what other people went through, and hopefully for those patients who may be in that minute of trial or may actually see that perhaps they have symptoms that they should have addressed. Those are the things that lead us to tell these stories, which is one of the stories I have for you today about a gentleman by the name of David Kershaw. David found himself a couple weeks before Christmas. As you know, we all get busy that time of year and we always have lots to do, but he had a little bit more of a shortness of breath. And while he just wanted to write it off to being tired, it just felt like something different. He went to the ER in Mullica Hill, and there he met Dr. Gay. So he immediately contacted Dr. Anwala, and as he was doing his stress test, he definitely didn't like what he saw. And so he was able to immediately take David in for a catheterization of his heart, and David felt better immediately. And he shared that this is the second time that the Inspira family had saved his life. The first time was when he was admitted to our Woodbury facility, and I know this is going to sound strange, but he had uncontrollable hiccups. And no matter what he did, he couldn't get rid of them, and he knew there was something wrong, and it turned out that he was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. There he met Dr. Tammy Bach, who, honestly, Dave described to me, saved his life. She identified that there was a tumor sitting on his diaphragm, which was what was causing those hiccups, and was able to safely and successfully treat him all through his cancer. And I met Dave actually because I didn't know when I came and moved to Mullica Hill, I started attending St. Stephen's in Mullica Hill, the Episcopal Church. And this gentleman and I had been talking to each other for weeks, just saying hello, as you do when you sit down. We sat in the same pew and, just making small talk. And David told me the next week I came in and he said to me, "You didn't tell me where you worked." And I said, "Well, what do you mean?" He said, "Well, I have to tell you, Inspira saved my life." And then he told me the story about 2015. Somebody at church had told him where I worked because they had seen one of our videos. And then, of course, this year when I came back, I was actually there after Christmas, I noticed that he wasn't around. And so after January, I said, we really missed you. And then he told me his whole story about the catheterization. And he said to me, it's such a small world, A, that we would end up in the same pew at church together, but B, that he would be so blessed to be cared for by Inspira twice and to be able to thank us for saving his life. I'm so grateful to work with these amazing staff that I get to share with these stories with each and every day. And I want to thank you for your trust. Thank you for your trust in our teams, and thank you for allowing us to care for you and your family. Until we meet again, be well and stay safe.